If you start studying the oldest carving humanity left behind, you begin noticing something completely disturbing. The same figure keeps appearing everywhere. Not in one civilization, not in one continent, but everywhere. In ancient American valleys, like Chaco Canyon and Virgin Spring Valley, prehistoric carvings depict towering horned beings, figures connected to the sun, snakes, fire, and ritual symbolism. At first, it sounds easy to dismiss, just a coincidence, just mythology. But the deeper you look, the stranger it gets, because similar carvings appear also in Algeria, Africa, Europe, and other distant parts of the world. Civilizations separated by oceans, still carving almost the exact same entities. Tall horned beings, larger than humans, sometimes surrounded by flames, sometimes connected to the sun. And at this point, coincidence stops feeling convincing. So naturally the question becomes, who exactly were these figures supposed to represent? And why did so many ancient cultures seem obsessed with them? Some theories claim that ancient tribes practiced primitive forms of ritual magic, trying to communicate with entities they believed existed beyond the physical world. And whether that's true or not, the similarities between these carvings are difficult to ignore. Now, if we move from prehistoric carvings to one of the oldest civilizations in recorded history, Sumer, in ancient Iraq, the same pattern appears again, but this time, the names attached to it. The Sumerians spoke about beings known as the Anunnaki, a word often translated as those who came from the heavens. Ancient texts describe them almost like higher beings watching over humanity itself. Some translations even refer them as the Watchers. The Anunnaki were rarely shown as humans. They were often portrayed as towering beings, sometimes horned, sometimes winged, standing above mankind itself. And strangely, very similar figures appear in prehistoric carvings from ancient America, like the image you're seeing right now. Towering horned entities, one of them holding what appears to be a glowing flame. And this is where the pattern starts becoming very difficult to ignore, because ancient carvings, religious narrations, and mythological symbols being overlapping in deeply unsettling ways. One Islamic narration even described devils descending from mountains and valleys toward the Prophet Muhammad, and among them was a being carrying a flame of fire. Now, whether someone interprets that literally, symbolically, or historically, the similarities are still fascinating, because suddenly, the same symbol began appearing again and again. Horns, the sun, fire, wings, snakes, sacred knowledge. Now let's back in Sumerian mythology. One of the most important figures was Enki, a deity associated with wisdom, hidden knowledge, magic, and forbidden teachings. And once again, he was connected to Ram symbolism, the same symbol we've already seen repeating across multiple civilizations. When we move to ancient Egypt, and the pattern appears again, the Egyptian god Khnum, another horned deity, often depicted with the sun between his arms. Khnum was associated with creation, water, fertility, and giving life to mankind itself. Different civilizations, different languages, different gods, yet somehow the same symbols continue appearing. And eventually, you stop asking why did ancient people obsessed with these symbols, and you start asking something far more unsettling. Why were they all seeing the exact same thing?